I don't want it to run down. Just to take off deodorant. Whew. What already is that? Eliminate that body odor. Welcome back. Today we're taking care of these underarms. I'm gonna show you my detox routine. I detox my underarms 4 times a year. So the beginning of each quarter, the year split up into 4, so it's perfect. I do that because I wear non-aluminum deodorant. And if you've been hearing about people who wear non-aluminum deodorant, we need to take those extra steps before we smell like onions. I take those extra steps so I don't get there. It also deals with what you eat and all of that. But this is just like a part of it that helps me just like start clean, detox my underarms. This also helps get rid of body odor. And like, you know, all the times I wear deodorant every single day. I go to the gym, just regular. And so, you know, the shower doesn't get every single part of that. Even though I use antibacterial soap once in a while, I double cleanse, all of that. This is something that's like a routine that's been helping me keep up with my body odor. Also, I kind of need to shave, but I've been waxing, so it's not long enough to wax. So I'm gonna wait a couple weeks before I get a wax, or another week, I think. Whenever I get my eyebrows done, I also get a wax. This is that TMI type of video. But if it helps someone, I'm gonna do it, and I don't care. So I'm gonna show you all of the products I use, the benefits, the amount I use. I'm also adding lemon today. So this is something new that's additional to my routine. So let me show you what I have here. Indian Aztec clay. So this is an Indian healing clay, world's most powerful facial deep pore cleanser. So like I like using antibacterial face wash and stuff like that for my underarms, like Panoxyl. I like using things like Panoxyl because it kills the bacteria under your arms, which kills the body odor. That's what causes it. And so this is actually meant for a face mask. So it's like a clay mask, but I used this one time actually with apple cider vinegar for my skin, and I actually broke out. If I could find a picture, I'll show you, but I broke out everywhere. So I would not be using that on my face. I just use these two for my underarms. And if you know, apple cider vinegar, this girl right here, she just knows how to detox. It's really good to detox, and it has, you know, it balances pH. And so when our pH is balanced, then it helps with odor control. So that's why I like these two together. But today, as I mentioned, I'm gonna actually start with the lemon. So I searched up why you should use lemon before doing like an underarm clay mask, and it's because lemon has antibacterial properties. So this also kills that bacteria. So if we can quadruple, double, then it's perfect. So what I'm gonna do first is actually start with a clean slate. I'm gonna wash my underarms. I usually like doing this mask after the shower, but today just didn't work out where I could film. So I'm gonna actually shower in a couple of hours, but I wanted to wash my underarms, start with the clean slate before putting on the clay mask. I'm gonna put this right here, but if it starts muffling up, then I'm just gonna use the camera mic. Can you hear me?
Can you guys hear me good?
Okay, whatever. Panoxyl is at home, so I'm just gonna use regular soap. I don't know if I'll react to this. I've never used probably the same thing, but let me just use stuff that I'm familiar with. I usually like using Panoxyl, but oh, never mind. We got a bar soap. We got this bar soap. I'm also filming for TikTok, but those are like short form content. You guys get more, the details. I like this process to be like a 20-minute, sometimes 30-minute process, but I leave the clay mask on for like 10-15 minutes. I feel like leaving it longer than that, I don't know I know some people do 30 minutes. I like doing like 10-15. I hope I don't get it on the mic, but we have to start with a clean slate. This soap is actually from World Market, and it's like this vanilla lavender soap, and it's actually pretty good. It's just very drying, which I feel like all antibacterial soaps are like that. Every day, to keep up with like my underarm care, I like using African net sponge and then I double cleanse like the rest of my body. But I like focusing it on my underarms a lot because it's really hard sometimes to take off deodorant. So it's the best thing to do is like just focus on it while you're inside the shower. So for the next day, you're starting off clean. So as I mentioned, the lemon is new to me. So we're gonna do this before we do this. So I just actually got a new apple cider, I just actually went downstairs and got a new apple cider vinegar. I just finished mine. I like using it for cleaning sometimes. I feel like, I know the white vinegar is better, but sometimes it's too strong. So I use this too. I should probably measure my things. It will make things so much better because I'm putting more clay, putting more apple cider vinegar to get that like perfect consistency. And if I just measure it, I don't have to do that. Apple cider vinegar, make sure it says with the mother on it because that's the good bacteria. Then I just put the same amount. I feel like it's easy to remember. And if it's too chalky and like, if it's too clumpy and chalky and all that, I add more apple cider vinegar. This is the perfect consistency. I'm actually gonna start measuring it now because you don't know how long it takes me just to get this consistency. Like almost liquidy, but at the same time, what a clay would look like. But if you need more, just keep adding more or like double the portion. Whew. I just know it'll do wonders for me. And I usually like to, you're not supposed to mix metals. Okay, I'm gonna restart it because I heard it takes away some of the things with like using metal spoon for Indian Aztec clay and apple cider vinegar, so make sure it's plastic. I actually have plastic spoon, so I'm gonna do this again, and I feel like it's not a lot of waste because it was just 1 teaspoon. Thank God I remembered because that's actually one important thing to know. Now that we have the plastic spoon, we're actually gonna go with lemon. I don't know why I'm forgetting everything. Okay, I'm gonna squeeze it a little bit so it has like, yeah. It also said lemon has properties to lighten your underarm. So if you struggle with discoloration, maybe the lemon can help you. But honestly, like lemon alone, I know a lot of people use it as a deodorant. I don't think I would use it just alone with that, but it is part of like, you know, helping with the it has antibacterial properties to help get rid of odor. I'm gonna wipe it off and then put the clay mask. I remember I did like a armpit routine video like back when I was in college, but I don't think I did, maybe I did detox. I'm not sure, but I've been doing this for a long time. When it didn't work on my face, I was like, okay, maybe my underarms, it won't break me out, and it didn't. If you're trying to switch to non-aluminum deodorant, detox before you do that. I didn't do that and I was already stank. Make sure you detox from all the things from the other type of deodorants. Once you do that, you start with a clean slate. You also like, how I did it was during the pandemic when it was locked down, nobody was outside. So I stopped wearing deodorant for a week inside the house to really just get rid of it, but I don't think that was enough. I think you need to detox and then do some days without deodorant to really start over. So when you go in with the non-aluminum deodorant, it'll work better. One thing is if you make it too thick, then it won't stick, like it won't dry properly because it will be like too thick and it will take forever to dry. But honestly, this is how much I need. That's why I literally used 1 tablespoon. Yeah, teaspoon. That's why I use 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon is enough for me, and that's all. And I'm gonna leave this for about 15 to 20 minutes. I don't want it to run down. Bruh, why is this messy this time? Lean back, lean back. Whoop, almost fell. You saw, I got a good reflex. I knew it got on my, it's okay. This is like my halter top that I use for like when I do in shower, like things like when I do my hair and everything like that. So this is my self-care halter top. I think this is the right amount. It's thin enough so it can dry. I just leave my hand up like this. I let it dry. Sometimes what I like to do is my hands get tired. So if I lay down and I'm like watching TV and it's like I'm laying down, it's perfect to leave my hand up like this. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes and as you can see, it is dry. What already be stanking? It's not flaking though because I didn't put too much. The key to this, like I've done this a bunch of times, and the key to not letting it flake is not putting a huge clump of a layer so that when it dries it's not too much. But these two, the Indian Aztec clay and the apple cider vinegar, whatever they do together, does a great job of like starting on a clean slate for the next 3 months. So I feel like that's enough 3 months before I do the next one. I just use a paper towel with cold water, and I'm actually gonna go home right now and I'm gonna take a shower because I was gonna take a shower here, but my sister's in my studio, so I have to take her home. So I'm like, let me just take a shower when I get home. But yeah, it's something so easy to do. This is one thing I've actually stayed consistent to, is detoxing my underarms and having a schedule. So if you struggle with body odor, or like you mainly smell it from your underarms, try detoxing. The Indian Aztec clay, I think it was like $9. I know a lot of places, like anywhere you go to the witch hazel section, the health and beauty section. If you go to a drugstore like a CVS or something like that, I'm pretty sure they have it. I'm not sure about CVS, but like, you know, those type of pharmacy type of stores, skincare section where they have witch hazel and stuff like that, they'll probably have it there. But all the DMV girlies, I got it from Wegman. Wegman actually has, I was so surprised. I was walking and then I was like, let me just check if they have it, because I ran out of it and I saw it right under the witch hazel. Now I'm all done. I can't really say it smells good because the apple cider vinegar has that feet smell. But the main thing is that it just detoxes it. And you know, once I go inside the shower, wash, come out, it neutralizes the body odor. So that's the main thing that I want. Obviously, it's not gonna smell like flowers after using apple cider vinegar, but it does help eliminate that body odor and fight the bacteria, the odor causing bacteria that just sticks in our underarms. But that's it. That's my routine. I wanted to make like a quick detail video only on underarms, but hopefully this helps you. And if you do detox your underarms and it works, or you've been doing it, let me know. Also, if you have a different way of detoxing your underarms, you have some type of routine, also let me know. But thank you so much for watching, and come again.